Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thank you very much for joining me for today's video, which is a final roundup for Me Made May 2026. Yes, this is a week 4 roundup. We've made it to the end. So 31 days of wearing Me Made and only Me Made, which was my challenge, which included garments, sleepwear, activewear and bags as well, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. So a huge thank you to the lovely Zoe who came up with Me Made May. It is the most fantastic challenge. It's made me open my eyes to what I've been wearing day to day, what I've been reaching for, what I'm not reaching for, which is probably more important, where the gaps are and what I really do enjoy wearing. So it can sometimes be a bit different to what I enjoy making, but what I do enjoy wearing. So I've had the best time. So I have been documenting what I've been wearing every day over on Instagram, and I've got a highlight reel for that. And then I've been doing these weekly roundups as well. So I will link all of them in the description box below. I've also learned that in May you can actually pick up a cold as well. So I do apologise if I'm sounding a little bit bunged up. I do apologise. It's on the mend, I hope. So anyway, shall we scroll back and I shall walk you through what I wore for the final week of May. And the weather turned a corner. It was the most glorious weather. It was fantastic. It was warm. It was sunny. It was just fantastic. What May probably should be. It's been absolutely fantastic. So shall we roll back to a Monday? And I was in the office and I wanted to wear a dress because I do love wearing dresses to the office. I love making dresses and I definitely love wearing dresses. That is definitely lesson number one. So, and the dress I decided to wear that day was a fringe dress. And you know I love this pattern. This is fringe dress one of 5, 6, I think I've lost count. I absolutely love it. I did a collaboration on the fringe dress with my wonderful friends Sam and Catherine. I'll link the video down below where we all made the fringe dress as well. This is one that I made around August time last year, I think, in this fantastic fabric from Rainbow Fabrics, and it is a gorgeous viscose. It is just so summery. So I put in made for sunny days little cozy club label here. I've got these beautiful Ethel and Joan buttons with little gold bits in them, which I just love. So I sewed on the placket here because I can get on over my head. I've got lovely big pockets and the waist ties. This one I wanted to use up all available fabric, so it is a little bit longer than my other fringe dresses, but I do really enjoy that. And for the fringe, I level out the hem. I don't do the dippy hem, and I secure the pockets into the waist seam. So that is my fringe dress, and I absolutely love wearing it during the summer. So it is quite a summery make. I'm quite restricted to when I can wear this dress, but loved wearing it last week, because this is around pajamas as well. So this is a pajama edition. I made these pajamas a long time ago in this amazing fabric from Beyond the Pink Door. I think this is around 2021 I made these, and I made a matching set. This is the Itch to Stitch Lego tank top for the top in this lovely watermelon ice pop fabric, which is just so much fun. And then for the bottoms, I made the Tilly and the Buttons Juno pajamas, but I didn't put on the cuff. I just lengthened them ever so slightly coming out to the hem, and I really enjoy wearing them. I think they are such a fun summery combination. So that was my pajamas. On Tuesday, I wanted to wear another pair of trousers and a t-shirt. So this again, oldie but a goodie, the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes t-shirt, just a plain navy, which gets so much use. So I think basics like this are great. I do have a couple of ready-to-wear basics like this, but I do enjoy making these, especially the Agnes, because it's got this lovely scoop neck. I really do enjoy that, and I need to replace this for sure. I did have a white version of this. That's long since gone. I need to replace it for sure as well. So then the trousers are another pair of sepia trousers, doing the heavy lifting again, and in this gorgeous kind of candy stripe print, I think you call it, that I got from the Crafty Studio last year. It's a lovely lightweight linen. It's absolutely gorgeous. I did the double pockets here just for a bit of fun, and the paper bag waistband, and I just love wearing these. They're so much fun, and I think they match quite nicely with the navy. So that was Tuesday, day 26. Day 27, so I wanted to wear a dress, and this is the Kilo wrap dress, which I just love. This is from Named. Again, I've got a good few of these in all seasonal varieties. So I've got longer ones, I've got long sleeve ones, and then this is very much a summer one because I did it in short sleeves, and it's in this beautiful viscose jersey that I also got from Beyond the Pink Door years and years ago, and I just love how this came out. So I did the different neckband here to give it a bit of interest, and then it's got the flying squirrel, and it's got the big ties here as well. I think I put little, because it was a nautical vibe, I put a little whale on the tie, which is adorable. So I wore this, which is just so comfortable and just so lovely to wear. I do really enjoy the Kilo wrap dress, and I cut this off at the knee length version. That fits me fine. And then to pair with it, because I think the navy and white go beautifully with yellow, this is the Jennifer Lauren juniper cardigan, and again I've got a video all about my cardigans which I shall link down below. This is also Beyond the Pink Door fabric, this beautiful yellowy fabric which I think matches beautifully because that does have short sleeves, and I was in the office so I wanted to cover up wearing a little cardigan and I think they matched beautifully. Then day 28, I wore an orchid dress because I just love this dress. A little bit extra for day-to-day wear, but just love it. And I have a full pattern review of the orchid dress on my channel as well. I'll link it down below. This is the chalk and notch orchid dress, orchid midi dress I think it's actually called officially, that I made for Stitch Festival early in the year, and I just love it and I wanted every opportunity to wear it. So it's got this beautiful yoke detail with the gathers at the bust line, and these beautiful fluty sleeves, gathered by a tie at the waist, and then these beautiful pockets and a huge big skirt that's got that kind of split at the front as well. I just loved wearing this. I think it's such a pretty dress, and if the weather gets anyway warm I'm going to wear it. I just love it. So it's my orchid dress. On Friday I wanted to be a little bit casual, so again my lovely Arden pants, Helen's Closet. Fantastic pattern. I love these so much. I would love to make these in maybe a black linen I think would be really nice and would suit as well, so that's another little lesson. And my lovely lobster t-shirt. This is so much fun. This I made for So Fruity last year, the little lemons, and I bought this fabric in Paris and I think it is so much fun. The little lobsters look so resigned to their fate. It's so much fun. And I bound the neckline. I have a video on how to do that. I'll link it down below, my bound necklines, which I love doing. And this is the Jennifer Lauren Emmy t-shirt, which is fantastic just for showing off a print because it's grown on sleeves. It does come with a pieced front as well, and I have made that version. It's beautiful as well. So this was my little bored lobster t-shirt. Then the next day, which was Saturday, I wore my Arden pants again, and it wasn't as warm as it has been. Are we losing our weather? I hope not. And I decided to pull out this beautiful LB pullover actually. So I made it more kind of a t-shirt version. This is modal jersey I got from Rainbow Fabrics last year, and it's lovely and springy and bouncy, and it's so super comfortable. So for the LB pullover, I had a meter of this and I really wanted to get a t-shirt. So it's a lovely dropped sleeve. And then I did make it kind of a 3/4 short version because I was tight on fabric. But I did the hack from the Waves and Wild Instagram where you just fold under the sleeve like this and it becomes its own cuff, which is fantastic. Love how this worked out. And this is actually the top that I use for my binding tutorial. So I bound it, and then of course Hello Summer Cozy Club handmade label here. The binding is all from Specky Seamstress. So I thought this was a really fun top to wear, and I just adore the colour. So much fun. So that leads us to today, and I am wearing the Serene jumpsuit by Size Me Sewing. I actually won this pattern in a challenge a couple of years ago, and I got to choose a pattern, and I am so delighted I chose it. So it's a jumpsuit, and it's got this lovely top and short sleeves, and I bound the neckline here instead of facing it. Then if I stand up, this is going to be tricky to show you. Hopefully I'll pop in a video here. It's got a lovely tie at the waist here, and then it actually flaps around here. So the back is actually open, and then it's got this huge big kind of skirt, and it wraps around, and basically it means you can cover your modesty when you visit the ladies' room. It's a genius jumpsuit. Basically the front panel flaps up and then around the waist, and it's got a button and elastic here to secure it, and then the whole thing wraps around again and you tie it to the front. It is the most genius construction and I loved making it. This fabric again is from Rainbow Fabrics. It's quite fabric hungry obviously because there's an awful lot of fabric going on, but it's quite flowy, quite breezy, and of course you don't have to take everything off. And so I absolutely love this jumpsuit, and I would definitely make it again, and I love wearing this during the summer. So a definite plus for the Size Me Sewing Serene jumpsuit. And then a final pair of pajamas, because I thought it would go a little bit fancy for the last day of Me Made May. And these are the Carolyn pajamas that I made earlier this year. So this is tulip pink fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics, and it's extra wide fabric. So I got a whole pair of pajamas out of a meter. And so these are the trousers, and it's got a lovely tie. It's got a faux fly here, which looks really pretty. It's got lovely slant pockets, because you need pockets in pajamas. I need to put stuff in my pockets all the time. And then I put on this beautiful label that was very kindly given to me by a wonderful friend Tanya. Just let me sew. It says sew, eat, sleep, repeat, and these are going to be perfect for a sewing retreat. These are my lovely bottoms, and then they've got a lovely cuff at the end as well, which makes them look super smart. And then the top, matching again, it's got a beautiful collar detail and a facing all the way around the inside. These beautiful jazz and wow buttons think they're beautiful, these kind of greeny pinky ones. I love them from the lovely Becks. And then on the label here, I've got Early Night Club by Little Rosy Cheeks. Not that I go to bed early, I stay up way too late sewing all the time. And then I bound all the hem at the bottom just to give a lovely finish. I got this from my lovely friend Sam. So these are the Carolyn pajamas, and they're super fancy and I love wearing them, and they're just so much fun. So I thought that was appropriate for the last day of Me Made May. So what have I learned? I have learned that I love wearing me-made clothes. I really, really do. I think you walk a little bit taller, stand a little bit taller if you're wearing something me-made, and you can glance down and say, yeah, I made that. Love it. I love wearing dresses and I love making dresses, which is fantastic. And then I do obviously need the more casual stuff for the weekends, for working at home days, all that good stuff. So a few more trousers maybe, just plain trousers to go with nice tops. I think I'm okay for t-shirts, although I do love making t-shirts, but I have a couple that I just have in rotation, but clear winners are the ME top, the ME t-shirt for sure, and the Tillian Buttons Agnes. Then for sweaters, definitely my hoodies and my sweatshirts, I do still love them, but I hadn't actually worn an awful lot of them in May, which is great. It's kind of a time in May, you can either wear full-on summer clothes or you're still in your winter clothes, and this year was almost a hybrid, so I was really happy that I did still get to wear some of my sweatshirts and hoodies, and then some of my lighter summer clothes as well, which is great. So I think I've kind of got a good balance going in that I make casual clothes and I make dresses, because I do wear both, which is really, really great. But I think more trousers for sure. Maybe another pair of Ash jeans and maybe a black pair of Ardens would be lovely. Maybe not the ones that come into a cuff, but just straight-legged ones as well would be very, very nice. So yes, Me Made May I think was a huge success. I've got a list of things I need to repair, all that good stuff, but I am going to be thinking about that now going forward in the things that I make. But it's been so enjoyable. I've really, really loved taking part. So thank you again to Zoe. Thank you for following along and giving me the encouragement as well every day on Instagram and here on YouTube as well. I've really, really enjoyed sharing all my Me Mades with you. Some of them are new, some of them are very, very old from the beginning of my sewing journey, which is great. And it's wonderful to show that they're still going strong as well. So thank you as always for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, I would very much love it if you give me a thumbs up, and also please consider subscribing. I hope you have had a wonderful May and Me Made May. Please let me know in the description box below if you took part as well, how you found it. And I will talk to you all very, very soon in another video. Take care everyone. Bye.